Welcome back to Daily Insight.
Yes.
So today we are talking about getting into the food park business. And we have the co-owner of D Park Boracay. Let's all welcome Ace Gapuz.
Hi,
Hello.
Ace.
Welcome
Morning.
back,
Thank
Ace.
you.
Good to see you again.
Nalito na siya. Okay. We had Ace before and we talked about the Blogapalooza.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
as you know, he's also one of the founders of Blogapalooza.
Yes.
You have so many things
Glad
going
you're
on.
back.
And we talked about social media marketing before,
We did.
how to be an online influencer. Now we're gonna talk about the new
Another
business
venture.
Yes. D Park Boracay. So what is a D Park?
Yes.
Okay, D Park is Boracay's first food park.
First.
Wow, first.
Emphasis on the first.
Yes.
All right. So right now there's nothing like that yet in Boracay, and we decided to put it up in Station 3, where the least development. It's the least developed station in the island.
When did you open? When you
We
opened
had
the
our soft opening just last week.
last
Yeah.
month.
Ah,
Very
okay.
fresh.
So very
Okay.
open.
Fresh
Yeah.
na fresh.
So why Food Park Ace? I mean, from being a blogamama
Right,
now
right.
on about online marketing and
Right. Yeah.
stuff, now food.
Right, let me just emphasize, Blogapalooza is still there, okay?
Yes,
Blogapalooza
yes.
is still there. But this is just one of my other ventures because, can I tell you about the story that I had a restaurant?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Had
on top of
restaurant.
all of
Okay.
the other
In
things.
Maginhawa. Okay.
Emphasis on the had because, okay, this is the trend that I saw, no? In
Yes.
Manila, people are starting to the trend is starting to shift to people wanting to have a lot of choices
Yes.
in a single venue, especially when
Yes.
they're eating. You're
Yes.
eating out with friends, you go to a certain place and you want all the
Correct.
choices in the
Oh,
world.
Because friends can never choose. What? Oh, do you want to eat here? Do you want to hear? Let's just go to the
Yeah.
place that has everything.
Like for
That's
example, yung may
everything.
Randy, lagi siyang Mexican food.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you
Filipino
like it.
food, like very safe talaga. So food park na lang.
Right.
Yes.
So what happened to my previous restaurant was we were sandwiched by two food parks. It's in Maginhawa.
okay.
So, we realized, wait, why is the demand decreasing? Just like that, no? And I saw that there are plenty of food parks being put up everywhere
Yes.
in Manila.
Yes. Oo.
Actually. talaga.
Everywhere
Every
in
corner,
Manila.
yes.
Right? Okay. So I thought, probably this is really where the taste of people
Yes.
is going. So probably they really want the choices, they want the convenience, the variety in one
Yeah.
place.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
where the idea of having a food park
Oh,
Yes.
really
okay.
came from.
And you chose Boracay because kumbaga, it's not saturated yet.
No.
It's the very first.
Yeah, okay.
Diba?
Yes, there's nothing like that in Boracay.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm happy, because how sometimes the universe decides to give you all the luck.
Yeah.
And I got into a venture with some of my friends who are locals in Boracay.
Ah,
So
okay.
they really know where the opportunities are.
Correct.
So they found this piece of land that no one's using.
Okay.
And then they decided, what's a good venture to put up here? We can't put up a hostel. That's a lot of work.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can't put up something like a mall. That's a lot of permits.
Yes.
So we thought, why don't we put up, kasi sa Manila ngayon, there's so many food
Correct.
parks. You think food park will be something that's also lucrative in Boracay? And then my friend said, oo nga no.
Oo nga no, wala
Oo
ako sa
nga no,
Boracay.
there's nothing like that there. And in Boracay, there are plenty of tourists, a lot of people. And not only tourists, of course, locals,
Yes.
expats,
Uh-oh.
Okay, question is, if you were given that same opportunity here in Manila, would you want to put up another food park here in Manila?
Yes.
Actually, I'm not very bullish about Manila anymore in terms of
Yes.
the food park business because it's so congested.
Oh,
Instead of-
oversaturated na.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. And instead of, instead of giving really convenience, you inconvenience so many more people because of the traffic.
Oo.
Correct.
Right?
And the inconvenience of not having been able to decide right away which
Yes.
food park, which
Yeah.
food,
Oo.
kind of food. diba?
All of the new food parks now, there's no parking. Everyone has to
true.
park in the streets. You park in front of people's houses.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just at a food park. We're looking for parking yesterday. Was it 2 days ago?
Yeah. And
Oo.
also what is sad is, parang they all have the same kind of
Right,
food.
Yes,
right.
nakakasawa
Yes.
talaga.
Which makes me think, and for the viewers probably, a good venture is parking.
Oo,
ayan.
tama. So beside D Park, magpatayo tayo ng
But in your location, Boracay, is it so important to have parking?
Not really,
Yeah.
but in Manila, if they're, a good
Yes.
business venture could be parking.
Tama. Mamaya
Yeah.
interview
Mamaya.
natin si Ace. Pagbalik nyo dito, ang venture
Yes.
naman ng parking. Okay, so nasagot na natin why Boracay because it's the
Right.
very first there. And of course, alam nyo na you study the market. You mentioned earlier that your co-founders are locals.
Yes.
So they know napapatok ang food park
Yeah,
doon sa Boracay.
yeah.
So on the next segment of this episode, our dear viewers, we're gonna talk about managing the D Park.
Yep.
Yes.
And because, as you know, you have friends that's co-managing the business. So kung paano, who does the marketing, who does operation and
Right.
stuff. How did you get the vendors? Yung mga, correct, di ba? Kasi kailangan, what do you call that? Like parang
Finance mo.
curate.
Oh,
diba?
yeah, you have to curate
Ganon.
them.
So we'll talk all about those as we come back for the
Yes, let's say hi
third
to
episode.
someone who
Okay.
left a comment.
Thank you for reminding me. Let's say hi
Ervelyn
muna.
Calma, good morning. It's in Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Yes, ay, nakalap
Ay,
na.
okay,
Oo.
sorry.
But she says good
Sige,
morning
ano
and says hello. So for all
Wala
of
ba
you,
siyang tanong?
if you have any questions, make sure to leave your comments and we'll read them live and have Ace answer them.
Yes.
Okay, so stay tuned to Daily Insight. Who are the other owners with you?
Oh,
Yes.
I have two partners, so there's three of us. My their names are Jenna Palma and Jillian Aguila.
Hi,
So-
Jenna.
Hola. They're all from Manila actually, but they now
Oh,
live
okay.
there. They now live there.
Oh,
So
talaga?
yeah,
So
they've
that's why
been
you
there
said
for
they're
years.
local.
Yeah, they've been there for years.
Okay, now there's three of you. What do each one of you specialize in? What's your
Correct.
part?
All right. Jenna is our general manager. So
Okay.
she takes care of, all the
Operations.
permits, the operations
Okay.
also. Jill helps her in that.
Okay.
Okay. And my role is the marketer and the Manila agent.
Manila agent.
The
You get
Manila
Manila
agent.
people to go to Boracay.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, actually, most of our tenants are from Manila. They just wanted to
okay.
branch out.
And you are very good at that. Di ba?
Yes.
Connections.
We're lucky. We're lucky to have been blessed with a network like that.
Okay, so these two partners are they committing themselves to really go there every day,
Yeah.
oversee?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Jenna especially, well, she lives there. She has,
Yes.
some business ventures there also. So she's a real local. And
okay.
so she goes to the food park every day.
Yes, and
Okay.
because you're based here in Manila, so how often do you commit yourself as
I
when
go
you,
there
Yeah.
minimum of 3 to 4 times a year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I was just there last June.
Okay, but now that you're opening D Park, ganun pa rin ba? You're not obliged to go there mga
Well,
weekly.
no.
Manila to
I'm not
Boracay.
really like obliged, but while we're starting, we're putting everything together. I have to be active,
Yes.
right? Okay, but my advice is that if people want to put up a food
Yeah.
park, there has to be someone really manning it full time.
Yes.
Physically
Okay.
there all the
Tama.
time.
Yes, it
Oo.
can't be just anyone else.
So you have the very ideal setup.
Yes,
Your
we do.
partners are there,
We do.
physical, at ikaw yung
Right.
market. Okay,
So-
talking about marketing, how do you market D Park?
Oh.
Okay. This is a little different from probably how most food park owners are used to, especially here in Manila.
Yes.
Okay, it's different in the sense that in Manila people are very social.
Yes,
People
Yeah.
always
go
on the
to
phone.
Facebook all the time. We're in
True.
traffic, so we
True.
spend our time scrolling through our
Social
feeds.
media.
Right. So the way that food parks, and I've observed this, the way food park owners market is mostly online.
Yes.
They
Yes.
create creative content. They respond well to their comments.
And we're
to their-
actually expecting you to say online,
Oh,
social media.
Yes.
Is that how it
Okay.
works for you?
However, in Boracay, it's a little different because the people, most are our target. Tourists, locals,
Yeah,
expats. So you don't.
backpackers.
Yes. So they're not from there. So you
Yes.
have to market and slap the information in their faces. So we give flyers.
Talaga?
Yeah, we give
So
flyers.
going back to like grassroots.
Yes.
So are you saying you're more active in doing those physical work doon sa Boracay than you on online?
Yes, online not really. It's just we want creative content so
Okay.
the people can search us, can find
Tama,
out about
tama.
us. When
Yes.
they go to Boracay, they'll think about us.
Correct.
So it's mostly that. But for the locals, for people who are from there, it's really visit us. We have a promo. We have a
That's very
Yeah.
effective.
So because you really have to study what is your market, how
That's
are the
true.
people in
Yes.
the location you
Yes,
want to
that's
set
true.
up.
That's
so that's the
important.
most effective.
Yes.
What about in getting tenants for your food stall?
Yes.
How did you get
How
those?
did you put them together?
Right.
Oo.
This is where the power of building your network comes into play, right? Okay. Me, it's a little easier for me because I just post a status in Facebook. Hey, I need to
Yes.
get connected to food entrepreneurs who have
Yes,
this
we see your
concept,
posts a lot.
right? And luckily they come to me. They come to us, right? And I think it's like that. No? It's me. I operate kasi on a I want to trust the partners
Yeah. Okay.
that I work with. So it's really friend of a friend, referral of a person that I really trust.
Yes.
Okay.
We're like that. So if you were to visit the food park, it's everybody knows everybody.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Pero how did you decide na, okay, ito ang ilalagay ko sa food park?
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, right now, sino yung nandun sa food
Oo.
park?
We
The
have
types
a
of
kind
food.
of food, the
Right.
cuisine.
We have a Mexican stall. We have a
Japanese?
Japanese
Filipino?
stall. We have Filipino. We have.
Isaw.
We do.
Yes, of course.
Right. So, okay, we curate it in a way that these are the cuisines that we like, right? So
Yes.
we want it there, right? But like for example, right now we're looking for Persian because we want Persian also, but we don't have it. So I think it's more of like your personal taste.
Ah,
And not
okay.
just that, I think you're trying to cater really international.
Yes.
Kasi
Yes.
the tourists
Those are
or
the
the
guests.
customers are international.
true. Oo.
So kapag may Persian, of course, maghahanap ka ng comfort
Yes.
food, diba? So I think that's very smart.
How many stalls do you have in your
We
food
have
park?
15, 16 right now.
Wow,
that's
ang
a
dami.
lot.
That's already like a food court at a mall.
I know.
Pero
yeah.
having them as your friends talaga, or
Right.
friends of friends, I think it makes
important.
things easier.
It makes
Yes.
things easier.
Now I know we mentioned that you had your soft opening last
month.
week.
Last week,
last week
yeah.
lang, July
Yeah.
15. But I know that in July, it's not really peak season
That's
for
true.
Oh,
Boracay.
actually,
Right.
maulan na. So why July?
Right. Actually, lean season for Boracay is June to August, like
Okay.
before the
Okay.
Burr months.
And you
So,
opened on the lean
yes,
season.
we
Yes.
opened specifically. We wanted lean season because we want everything perfect before the influx of people really
Ayun.
makes sense.
comes in.
Yes.
Okay, so
right?
that's the smart thing to do
that's true.
before big blowout during
Correct.
the peak season.
Kaya
you want to
nga
soft
perfect
opening
everything.
Right.
You
At
don't
least-
want the crowd to, you know.
That's true. At least the tenants, when the people come, they already know what to do.
Okay,
Correct.
so that's good. What about for your customers? So right now, off season, who are your main customers right now?
It's really the tourists.
The tourists.
They want to
okay.
try something new.
Yeah. And I think, Randy, kahit off-season or lean season sa Boracay, marami pa rin.
Maraming tao.
Yeah.
Oo, maraming
Tapos
talaga.
pag peak
It's a
season
lot of
naman,
people.
exage naman. Yung
Yes.
dami ng
I can't
tao.
even move.
Oh.
So, okay, ang curious question ko doon, how do you intend to keep the customers? Like, for example, kasi para pag na-try na nila, I mean, the assurance that they will go back or try another stall, diba?
The key is always innovation. You should always, put up promos or something
Right.
that's enticing to them because,
Yes.
okay, you have to understand the market. They want choices.
Yes.
So they want variety. So give them that.
I mean,
Give them
having
that.
15 stalls, it's not like
True.
you're gonna finish that all in one vacation,
True.
diba? Unless you eat
Yeah.
there 3 times a day, baby.
Right.
Unless you live in Boracay.
Oo,
Tourist
diba?
lang naman to. Okay, another question is, meron bang contract yung mga vendors sa inyo? Like, what if they're not
Okay.
selling? Or you've observed that the customers do not like this particular stall?
Right.
I mean, they have the right to, you know.
Okay, right. Okay, the thing about the food park business is you're in the business of rentals.
Yes.
Actually, right?
Yes.
You're not in the business of food.
Yes.
Okay? So, the contracts are rental contracts. So, whether this stall sells or not, it's an obligation that they have to comply with. And you know that, you're law students?
Yes.
Oo.
Okay, so
Right?
yung contract minimum 1 year ba yan? 6 months?
I think we have 1 year, 2 years, depending on, the food concept.
Yes.
But one thing that's very unique about Boracay, and probably some people would want to know this, is, di ba dito sa atin sa Manila, it's 1 month advance, 2 months deposit.
Yes.
There, it's 3 months advance, 3 months deposit.
Oh.
It's like standard.
Oh.
Invested talaga sila.
Yeah.
Yes, you really have to be sure because you're committing a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the difference between being a food park owner and a tenant.
And a tenant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oo.
And I know
And-
that because I've been in the food business
Yes.
also.
Oo. Okay.
So is okay, clarification. For example, they're not doing well. Ayaw na nila kasi they're not earning. But may 1 year, 2 year contract sila.
Yeah.
Are they obliged to still continue the operation, like to sell
Right.
pa rin?
We have provisions in the contract that states they can terminate
Yes.
prematurely the contract. I feel so weird speaking contracts. But okay, we
You're
have
on the spot.
right. We have terms for that they can terminate the contract prematurely, and it's just that you can't refund the deposit. You can't, And I think these are standard rental agreements. Naman.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
For
let's say
the-
hi
yes.
to some of our viewers who are
Before the-
watching now, because
for
there's a
the
lot
last
of
segment.
there's a
Wow.
lot of comments, a lot of your fans.
Talaga?
Really?
Oo.
Wow.
Oo nga. Okay.
There really
I'm
is a
trying to
lot,
read it.
huh?
Oo, ako
Okay,
din.
Mark Bautista watching from San Diego, California. Cerise
International.
Capuno Dinglasan, international. So next time they go to Boracay. alam mo.
Yes. Oo.
Sir Gerald Reyes from Europe, from London.
Wow.
Ervelyn Calma, and to our likers, thank you so much.
Yes. So make sure to stay tuned for the next part as we talk about what are the future plans of D Boracay and some more advice for our viewers who are aspiring entrepreneurs. So stay tuned. Learn so much now about how it is now.
Yes.
What are some of the future plans that you have for D Park?
Okay, I think all businesses in the future, everybody has to innovate, right? So we always want to innovate and probably introduce more food concepts or other retail concepts probably, or
okay.
some more innovative ideas like probably a gaming center or something.
yeah.
But it really depends on how the market will respond.
Yes.
And these are plans. These are
True.
plans. These are ongoing ideas in our
Yes.
heads.
Yes, things that you need to study. You don't want to just put up
Correct.
another souvenir
Yes.
shop when there's so many
True.
souvenir
And they
shops.
are
True.
in that time where they need to observe first how the
Right.
market will go and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But maybe they will add stalls in the future, or maybe you will buy the katabing lot and
Yeah.
build
Well,
another
hopefully we
building
can
or
grow to
food
be like
park.
that.
Oh, well, who are some of your neighbors right now in
Oh, yes.
what
Oh.
Terminal 3?
In Station 3.
Ay, Station 3 pala.
Airport.
Airport Terminal.
Well, okay. Right now, our neighbors are the souvenir sellers. It's the place in Boracay where the souvenir
Ganda,
is
very
cheap.
strategic, ha?
Yes, oo.
Yeah,
People
Sa
really
dadaanan
go
nila.
there.
Tourists really
Yes.
go
And the
there.
nice thing, and people know this na there is a mall by the Gaisano Group.
Oh, okay.
They're putting up a mall there and 2 hotels.
Oh,
Like, we're
nice.
sandwiched by 2 hotels.
Wow,
Ayun.
okay.
So maganda
Ganda.
talaga yung location.
Yes.
Totoo.
Oo.
Okay, so now that we talk about getting into the food park business, how about your words of advice for the aspiring entrepreneurs or those who want to get into food park business also?
Yes.
I'm sure you're gonna say, wag na sa Manila as much.
Yes. Oh, actually, I was gonna say that. Sana they can explore opportunities outside Manila because I think the opportunities here for putting up your ventures are already very. It's crowded. It's
Yes.
crowded in Manila. So explore less crowded areas.
And less
That's number
competition,
1.
no?
Yes, it's true. And number 2 is spot the trends. Spot the trends.
Spot the trends.
You remember, you're in business because you want to solve a problem. You want to serve a
Correct.
market. So, study that market and you really get to know the market. What do they want? How can I help them better?
Yeah.
How can I solve
Yes.
their problems? And-
Ace, ano yung possible location? Kung if not Manila, what
Okay.
do you suggest?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I actually have friends who are putting up food parks in La Union and
Wow.
Baguio.
The beach area
Yes.
of La Union.
Diba?
Yes.
Because they spotted that trend. People are
Correct.
starting to go to La Union.
So you have these friends who are just starting to open up these food
Yes.
parks. Maybe some of our viewers maybe want to join those things.
Correct.
Would
Oh,
if they contact
Ace.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, La Union, Bulacan, you
Baguio.
mentioned earlier, Bulacan,
Yes.
Baguio also.
Tagaytay even. Yung,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So if people want to be able to join those food parks, how can they get a hold of you?
Just tweet me. That's Ace Gapuz. Alpha Charlie Echo Golf Alpha Papa Uniform Zebra.
Okay,
Ayun.
Ace Gapuz, I think we're flashing the contact details.
Right, right.
Oh,
Let's
and
just
maybe-
tweet me.
And you still have available stalls in your food park?
We are looking for 5 more.
5 more. So
Anything specifically? What's the cuisine?
We're finding an ice cream stall, an American, Greece,
Yes, I love
burgers,
burgers.
yeah,
Hot dogs.
Thai,
Ooh,
Persian.
Thai version.
ayan.
Yes.
Sa mga viewers natin that would like to join the venture or
just
get
tweet
into
me.
food park
We're
business,
still looking.
pwede.
Yes,
5
oo.
more. 5 more stalls in Boracay.
Another thing I wanted to highlight for you, when you had your previous restaurant and it didn't do so well, the fact that you didn't give up.
Of
Diba?
course,
Oo, no?
of course.
Yes.
That's, I think, when you're an entrepreneur, you can't wallow in misery and, oh my gosh, I failed. No. Right? So you have to just, bounce back up again.
Correct.
And,
Yeah. So what Ace did when the restaurant closed down, then you came up with a new already.
Correct.
Even
Parang-
before it closed down, you already had plans, di ba?
Yes.
Ah, talaga ba? Okay,
Because
so
you'll observe
before,
it. the demand is
Tama.
declining. So you observe it, okay, what do I do? How can I
And she was
rise to
very
this?
fast na parang, okay, wala man lang time to grieve. Okay, let's close
Naku, you
downward
can't be
Jack. Okay,
emotional.
let's put this business in Boracay.
Yeah, so I think that serves as inspiration for
Yes.
our business owners. Maybe it's not doing so well.
It's a natural
Oo.
thing to fail, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
but you
Right.
gotta think
Talaga.
about innovation. You gotta
Yeah.
study. Don't
Right.
just grieve and wallow.
Yes, and
Oo.
spotting the trend, diba?
Yes. Oo. So let's say hi to some of our viewers who are watching.
Yes, and before we do that, can we also say thank you first to our sponsors?
Yes.
Boracay
Wow.
Facial Spa. Hello, Ara. Thank you.
Yes.
We'll visit the spa again soon. And the Arena Weekend Market.
Oh, come to the Philippine Arena every Saturday and Sunday in the morning for jogging, biking, and Zumba.
Yes, and also the Ria Clothing for my dress. Thank you.
So we all hope that you enjoyed today's episode. These are mornings filled with meaningful business talk.
Giving you useful advice on how to win at your career.
I am Randy Bernardino.
And I am Mayan Manzano, and this is
Daily Insight.